The main takeaway from this book, Mindset, Changing the Way You Think to Fulfill Your Potential by Dr. Carol S.Dweck. So the main takeaway as a parent, okay, this book discusses a lot of things about relationship, about parenting, and many other things as a coach, as a parent. But this book is a must for all the parents out there, okay, and all the coaches or any leaders or any managers who are managing people, okay. So today I want to talk about the main takeaway that I get from this book, and it's a very important lesson as parents, okay. So for all the parents out there, this is the common mistake. Oh, by the way, it's already about almost midnight here and I'm about to sleep, but I still need to do my 30 days vlog challenge. So the main mistake that most parents do, including myself, is that we tend to praise our kids not for their effort but for their character, for their talents. Okay, how often do we say like, wow, you're so good at maths, you didn't even study? But without realizing, we're actually teaching them to be a fixed mindset person and teach them to do easy things. And if something is hard, that means they're not smart, and as a result they will avoid hard things. But nobody succeeds without failing and trying and learning and forgiving themselves and try again, try better and succeed, okay, especially in this whole entrepreneurship journey. So the goal here is that we need to focus on embracing their effort. So if they say like, wow, the mathematics test today was so easy and I didn't even study, in that case we don't give them a praise, right? Because it's something easy, we just say, oh, it's too bad that it was too easy, so you didn't learn anything much today. Okay, but instead we praise when they deal with something hard and they persist through it and they overcome challenges, and we say, wow, well done for getting, for example, a C or whatever it is. You learn some bicycle today, or learn whatever in school that you have to try so hard for, okay. And the goal here is that we don't want to lower their standard, we want to keep a high standard and stay supportive, and also praise for their effort, for keep trying and never give up, okay. Because the goal here is that for them to fall in love with hard things, okay. It sounds mean, but if you look at all the successful people, entrepreneurs, they all fail at some point before they succeed. Nobody just succeed at the first go, right? So the goal here is that the kids who are in love with learning, who likes learning because they want to, not because they have to, are the kids that will succeed. And to be honest with you, it's not something easy, because myself, I was raised as a fixed mindset kid. I was praised for my talent, and I didn't like hard things when I grew up. And unfortunately, there's another thing that this book mentioned. The reason why a lot of people have a fixed mindset is because the way we were raised when we were a kid. I think myself, and I know many people, they don't have enough, they don't feel accepted by our own parents, and this causes us to create this identity that is not real us. We create this identity as a person who pretend to be nice, pretend to be good, and that fixed mindset character is born because we wanted to be accepted by our parents, okay. As the book say, when we are a kid, when we don't feel accepted by our own parent, we will try to behave differently, not because we want to, but because we have to feel accepted. And that new identity is what the fixed mindset trait that we have normally today. We avoid failure, we avoid mistakes, because our parents used to overreact every time we fail in school, every time we make mistake, okay. So for many people, transforming from a fixed mindset to growth mindset might take months, might take years, okay. There's no changes overnight. The goal here is to keep trying and maintaining, and forgive yourself when you make a mistake, okay. And also this book say many fixed mindset parents, they try to change, right, but they fail, because even though they try the growth mindset strategies, but they're not actually they're not adopting growth mindset themselves. So what I mean is that they're still avoiding failure, avoiding mistake, right, and try to look perfect all the time. And if you only using these growth mindset strategies, right, but you're not become it, right, not adopting and actually truly liking failing and learning and embracing the mistake that you make through the journey, you will not be able to inherit that to your kids. Okay, so we have to ourselves be able to enjoy, to like learning, to be curious. Okay, and that's the only way that our kids will follow our action. Okay, they don't do what we say, they do what we do. And to be honest with you, most of the relationship issue, parenting issue, friendship issue, health issue, entrepreneurship failures, it's all coming down to fixed mindset. Okay, I've mentioned about relationship, how this fixed mindset can hijack us and can break relationship. But yeah, on this video, I'm gonna focus on parenting. Okay, as parent, we have to focus on praising the kids' effort. Okay, if they do something easy, don't give them the praise ideally. Okay, and always focus on how can we make them fall in love with something hard. Okay, and a lot of the time we cannot force them to enjoy learning, right, or challenges, but we actually have to give example. And secondly, also, like, we don't force them, hey, you gotta enjoy hard things, but instead we can go around the table, for example, every evening and ask question like, what sort of effort did you put in to achieve something? Like, for example, if they tried to learn how to ride bicycle and they failed and try again and they succeed, we need to praise them for that. Okay, so no longer praise like, wow, you're so good, even though you haven't tried. This thing will set them for a fixed mindset. They will avoid hard things in the future. And as I said, shifting from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset might take months, might take years, right? And also some people, they try adopt this growth mindset for a while and then they go back to fixed mindset. The goal here is that the main thing, if you want to succeed and adopt growth mindset as your identity, you have to continuously maintain all the changes done. Like they say, you know, if you're a smoker, right, you might quit smoking for 5 years, but if you start smoking again, you'll easily become smoker again. The same thing when you're a fixed mindset, right? And you learn how to adopt growth mindset in whatever area in your life, you have to adopt it and maintain that until it becomes your identity and the true you. Okay, you gotta really love and curious about learning more, and not about judging and afraid of being judged, but about how can you learn from all the events that happens every day. Okay, that's all. I hope it's something useful for you. And to be honest, like, this book I have read about 7 years ago, but I've totally forgotten. So yeah. Okay, so this is also a reminder for all of you. If you read something, it's very easy to read many personal development book, but never actually practice it. So I suggest actually to reread some of the book that you have read in the past, right? And also take a summary of all the book that you have read. And also, ideally, you read a book and focus on being able to teach that lesson to someone else. They say the best way to learn is when you learn because you want to pass the lesson to someone else, because you want to teach other people. So yeah, there's just additional tips. Okay, I hope it's something useful for you, and until next time.